Share a piece of TADC lore about yourself.
I actually did the voice of possessed Pomni in episode 3.
Why did you say that to Kinger?
Because I wanted him to feel bad for no reason. Here are some lines that were cut from Baron Mildenhall's monologues to trim down the runtime on episode 3, as well as this extra one that's caused lots of debates and confusion in the fandom.
The creature you see before you is one I've been pursuing for years.
Ever since it presented itself to me that fateful foggy morning, primal instincts filled me with an indescribable fear, like the devil himself had appeared, just to toy with me.
Not quite a man, but not quite an animal. I took my eyes off the body for what felt like only a minute. When I looked back, the body was gone.
I kept a close eye on the head, I made sure of that, but I knew in the deepest pit of my soul.
The creature was not dead, and it would be back to reclaim what I'd taken from it. Now I wait down in my cellar, no longer having anything to protect but my own soul.
I will wait until you come for me, to give me my final judgment.
If nothing else, I will slay the beast that took everything from me.
7 years of computer science for this, huh?
Why?
Why is Caine making adventures like this?
Every day I spend here is one nightmare after the next.
Concept art time. Would have liked to do more animal versions or full baseball uniforms, but the asset budget was limited. Thumbs I like. Here's the sound I made for Bubble here before I distorted the fuck out of it. To be totally honest, the real reason I say Digital Circus isn't a kids show is because I know the second this show crosses some kind of line, a whole bunch of weirdos are gonna come out and say, how could you expose children to these evil ideas and concepts? While we're on the topic, I should probably give a disclaimer that episode 5 was written back in 2023. A lot of people come to me asking why the TADC soundtracks aren't on certain platforms, why they keep randomly disappearing, why they sound different, why there are weird AI songs posted under my name. And the answer is, I have no idea. Judging by the reaction to the table read of episode 8, it might be a pretty okay episode. Another Jack's Canvas. If anyone's wondering why the music when Pomni and Kinger hold their breath isn't in the official soundtrack, it's because it was a licensed song. It's called Evocazioni d'Amore by Alessandro Alessandroni. Not much concept art for this episode since the restaurant was modeled after the McDonald's I worked at for 5 years, basically 1-to-1. Thinking of putting together a video of all the actual references in TADC? Because you weirdos keep thinking I'm referencing things that I would never reference. My reference standards are much stupider than that. Here's all the intentional ones I could remember. Wait, I forgot this one. I never know whether to feel good or bad when the most popular TADC predictions are super far off the mark. Like on one hand, I'm apparently decent at writing something that's not easy to predict, but on the other hand, maybe it's hard to predict because it's a bad idea. Or maybe I'm so good at answering questions on Tumblr in a vague and misleading way that it's just borderline gaslighting. He's real, you know?
No.
I posted this to Tumblr ages ago, but here's a full drawing of Frogny, the original Pomni concept before I put her in the Jester evolution chamber. Since a lot of YouTube people have been spreading this around, I figure I should say this before the misconception spirals out of control. It already has, but whatever. The circus members do remember parts of their lives. It's just their names they forgot. When this series is done and over, I hope someone makes a compilation of all the Raggedy Ann and Andy, a musical adventure references in it, because there are a lot. Oh yeah, the son was voiced by my sister, it's Chumby.